We have new information tonight that may show just how badly the system failed to protect a little boy who was allegedly killed by his adoptive parents.
A new report shows there were signs 7-year-old Troy Kohler was being abused months before his death.
Marcelina Benito is taking a closer look and asking experts what went wrong. Marcelino.
Well, Ron and Mia, the details in this report are horrific. CPS had multiple chances to potentially save this child. And even more frustrating tonight, the state refusing to talk with us about what went wrong and what's to stop it from happening again to another child. 7-year-old Troy Kohler's abuse started at the hands of his biological mother.
This kid from birth has never had a break.
CPS abuse reports detail how Troy was born with opiates in his system. His biological mother admitted to drug use during the pregnancy. His mother agreed to help from the state, but after Troy was hospitalized, CPS removed him from his biological parents' custody. He ended up in a foster home before being adopted by Tiffany and Jermaine Thomas.
What you see is a case of a child who's fallen through the cracks.
Troy's life wouldn't get better. In January 2022, CPS received a report of Troy having bruising around his eyes. 2 months prior to that, he had a black eye his adoptive mother blamed on a fall. CPS also noted a burn mark on his back that parents claimed happened at a family gathering in 2020. CPS ultimately decided he was safe and closed the case.
I think the warning signs, right, over and over and over, there were reports.
Only 2 months later, CPS received another report, this time more bruising on his face, a fingernail imprint on his neck, a scratch on his cheek, and redness around his eyes. When questioned, Troy offered different explanations, but never blamed adults. His adoptive parents offered different excuses for the injuries, too. A pediatrician treated the redness around his eyes by prescribing allergy medicine. CPS closed the case again, deciding Troy was, quote, safe.
It's alarming that they let this go. And when you see that they thought at certain times this kid was safe, he was never safe.
3 months later, Troy was found dead in a washing machine at his parents' home. Prosecutors say his adopted dad, Jermaine, drowned him and hit him with an object.
The authorities were warned that this kid was in danger, yet nothing happened.
Bob Sanborn, CEO of Children at Risk, says the system failed again. Troy's face is the one that made the news, but so many other children meeting similar fates.
As a state, we claim to care about kids, but when we see these deaths happening, it begs the question, do we really care about our kids?
Sanborn says there is plenty of blame to go around, and not just CPS, but statewide leadership and those inadequately funding agencies meant to protect our children.
When you see it over and over again like this, this is an alarm that we need to be taking this serious and do something about it.
Now, we requested an interview with the director of Texas's Department of Family and Protective Services, but we're told they are not doing interviews on this case. We will keep pushing. As for Tiffany and Jermaine Thomas, they are both due back in court in February. Back to you.